This is a screencast for the robber in the night. The objective of the game is to find the robber that broke into the bank and kill them. You can see here that the player starts in the security room. He then goes east and has to solve a riddle. What is the center of gravity? The player enters V. Because the letter V is the actual center of the word gravity, you will also see many items as you go along the game. As you play through the game, you might notice some key commands. The player has to get past those, solving riddles, and finding clues before advancing to later stages of the game.
You can see here after the player has opened the door to the bank, they have to go find some weapons. You can see here the player enters the storage room and he sees a yellow robber guy. The script to make the robber attack the player is all about the if command. Every 7 seconds after the player enters the room, the script runs an if command to see if the robber is visible. If the robber is visible still at 7 seconds after the player entered the room, the computer will automatically warn the player to react or die. 7 seconds after the computer warns the player, the if command will be played again to see if the robber is still visible. If the robber is still visible, the computer will end the game. But if the player gets the broomstick like shown here and kills the robber, then nothing will happen. I had quite a difficult time going through this because there was lots of other commands such as show health and other stuff.
So after we beat up the robber, we will need a different object to win this game, which is the knife, as you can see. You can see here that we've added some objects that don't really do anything. They are called red herrings. It leads you to random spots. The player has to go into the bank office and figure out various clues before they get the code to enter the bank vault. When the player enters the bank vault to beat the second robber, the script is also really similar to when you beat the first robber, using the if command. In the end, there's a twist where after you beat up the second robber, the police finds you, framed you, and you get put behind bars forever. In this game, if we could have had more time, I would have added a command for the robber to be able to attack us and we would lose health. So we would have been able to use the gauze we planned on putting into the game.